We've come from the Kaloa Rum Company, and they've pointed me toward Papalani Gelato, who is another vendor that uses the freshest, most local ingredients, and specifically uses the Kaloa rum to make gelato. Let's go inside and see. Hey everybody, I'm back in Kauai and searching out the locally sourced, the best ingredients, the people that have passion for what they do. I'm here at Papalani Gelato with Mark Shipley. He's the owner, and I was turned on to him by Kaloa Rum Company. They said there's somebody that's taking our rum and using it to make gelato and candies. Is that right?
Yeah, we use the rum in a number of products. One of the things we do in Hawaii, honus, sea turtles, Hawaiian sea turtles. Really popular. In the mainland you get basically pecans, caramel, and chocolate. Here we make them by hand, and we use a butter rum caramel with the Kaloa rum in it. So we make our own caramel, we add the Kaloa rum, and then we use Hawaiian grown mac nuts to make the little
cool.
Stuff. So these are the kind of things we do with our product. We also make a number of gelato flavors like pina colada, lava flow, rum flavors, eggnog, and we use all as much local ingredients in everything we do. Certainly Kaloa rum is the only rum we use in any of our alcohol-based flavors. We also make a whole bunch of truffles that they sell as well as we do with their rum. So, you know, it's interesting, locally here on Kauai, a lot of people assume when you go to a restaurant or you go to an ice cream or gelato store and you get a mango sorbetto, that it's going to be mango from Kauai. But we're the only frozen dessert company on this island, and one of the few within the entire state that makes it a priority and emphasis that we always use local ingredients in what we make. So during the season, pineapple season is an example, we'll go out to farms, we'll go out to farmers markets, we have a couple relationships with specific growers, and we'll buy as much as we possibly can during the season. We'll process it, freeze it, so that we can use it throughout the season, throughout the year basically. So when you look at our sorbetto case in particular, today you'll see dragon fruit, lime, lilikoi, banana, apple banana, pineapple, mango, guava, did I say lemon, all of which are grown here on the island. And so part of what we do, I mean, you know, gelato, Italian food is simple, it's good ingredients, prepared simply, and presented beautifully. And that's what we do here, is our whole idea is to find the best ingredients we can, which we believe are located on this island in most cases, especially when it comes to fruits, coffee, nuts, things like that. Present them simply and beautifully and let the flavor shine through. And that's exactly what we do with our gelato product.
You say the same thing I have heard from passionate people again and again and again, which is the best ingredients, your passion, and yielding the best results.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we live in a place where people come here and they can't wait to eat pineapple, they can't wait to eat mango, lilikoi. I mean, we get fruits that people have never heard of here. There's star apples, star fruits. These are all pretty exotic fruits to most people. So to be able to showcase a new fruit to somebody gives us an opportunity when we're talking to that customer over the counter to educate them about locally grown fruit, the value of locally grown ingredients, and also about agriculture here on the island. And it gives us an opportunity to support the economy on the island by buying as much as we can from local growers, because Kauai isn't like the Midwest and it's not like California. You don't have farms here that are 500 acres growing one type of product and then selling it out all over the place. You have, you know, 3, 4, 5, 10-acre plots of land that families are farming. So every single time we buy a lemon or we buy a lime or we buy pineapple, we're buying it from the grower who's a family business. These aren't corporate farms. So we know that every time we spend money with one of these growers, that money is getting back in our community. So even though a lot of people say when you buy locally, you may be putting $3 back into your community for every dollar you spend, here it could be higher because there are no large corporate food growers anymore on the island. All the cane fields are gone. All the corporate entities that used to grow 500 acres, 1,000 acres of sugarcane, they have land, they still own it, but they're not growing anything. So the people who grow now are people like you and I who happen to be in farming instead of food or food classes or cooking. And it's crazy to me how people don't understand, like I do chocolate tastings here once a week. and we taste Hawaiian chocolates. This whole, over here, this whole retail section is all Hawaiian grown or Hawaiian made products. So we extend sort of our whole philosophy, not just to the product we make, but when we bring in items to resell and retail, like there's chocolate from the Big Island, there's chocolate from Oahu, there's chocolate from this island. All these items are made by artisan companies located throughout the Hawaiian Islands. So when we do our chocolate tasting, we taste Hawaiian chocolates. And I was talking last week when we did, I was talking to this group that I was in Costco, and I noticed there was a box that said Truffle on it, or Truffy was the brand name. It was in the area where they have all their holiday chocolates. And I looked, and the box had like 50 truffles in it, and it was like $9.99. Now, I know chocolate. I know there's no way you're going to make 50 truffles and sell them for $9.99 and not go broke. I don't care how many you're selling. So I looked at the ingredients on the box. You know what the first ingredient was?
High fructose corn syrup?
Vegetable fat.
Vegetable fat.
Do you know there was maybe 10 ingredients on it? The only chocolate was cocoa powder, and it was like the 7th or 8th ingredient, and that's not even cocoa mass. That's fluff, really. So, you know, people are buying that thinking they're getting chocolate truffles, and it looks like a French name, so they probably think it's a European chocolate, and they're getting vegetable fat.
Yeah.
And, you know, they look at the price, $9.99, great deal, but they don't turn over the, well, what am I getting for $9.99, and do I really want to eat vegetable fat?
Amen.
And so, you know, you get what you pay for. If you want a good food experience, you've got to be willing to pay what it costs for someone to produce the food, especially if you want something fresh and local.
Amen.
You know?
Amen. Absolutely. And this is what I try and empower people and urge them to do all the time. If you're in Kauai, it might be a little easier to find local ingredients, but wherever you are, stop and ask. Whether it's chocolate, gelato, beef, or chicken, where did this come from? How was it treated? And figure out in your own mind whether your health, your well-being, and the support of your community is worth a little bit extra money for the food that you put in your mouth. Mark, thank you so much for all of your time.
Really nice
this is a beautiful shop, and if you're in Kauai, come to Papalani Gelato. You're going to find the locally sourced ingredients and a passionate man who is creating something for his community. Thanks again for your time.
Yeah, thank you guys.